So are you ready to turn things around? Become unforgettable. Do you want your SP to come back stating that they miss you? Do you want them to be thinking about you as much as you're thinking about them? To be feeling this compulsion to reach out, to realizing and reflecting upon the wonderful times you guys have had, where they can't take it anymore. They just have to come back. They have to return to this wonderful magnetic energy that you have. Are you ready to turn all this around? I'm going to share with you my success, my clients' successes, how we did this, how we got SPs to come back stating, can't stop thinking about you, I miss you. Even my client also just reiterated this, which is interesting because this is exactly what happened with my first SP. They came back saying, have you put a spell on me? Like they really couldn't believe what was happening because of the frequency of their thoughts, dreams, and various things that they were seeing that just reminded them of us. So do you want to turn all this around and get this kind of result? I'm going to share with you what I've done for myself, what I've done with my clients who have achieved this level of success. You can do this too. First up, thank you everyone for joining me. I'm Athena Raven. I'm a mental health and manifestation life coach here to empower you and inspire you on your manifestation journey. So if you do like the content and would like to support this channel, help me to continue to grow this, continue with this work, then please do like and subscribe. It really helps with this wonderful YouTube algorithm that we're all subjected to. And please do click that bell icon so you never miss a beat. And I look forward to sharing more of these successes on this journey as well. I hope that you guys are enjoying the success stories that I have been sharing of my clients. They've been super excited to share it with you guys in the hope to inspire and help and to comfort those of you who are going through a tough time, because this time in the middle, this bridge of incidents, this moment of uncertainty for a lot of us, perhaps you've just come out of this this relationship, this terrible breakup. Maybe it's happened a few months ago, but you're still struggling to come to terms with it all. Are they thinking about me? What is going on? Now, in the first state, remember that all of our thoughts and emotions, all of us and everything around us is all made up of these vibrating particles. We are all energy emitting a frequency. And so, of course, thought transmission has been a proven phenomenon. So if you're thinking about them, especially if it's these positive thoughts, we're not thinking about them because we're obsessed, we're not thinking about them from a place of lack and desperation in missing them, but always from a state of love and knowing and reminiscing about wonderful stuff in the past and thinking of them in a good light and thinking of us together in a good scenario, then this is an energy that is transferring onto them. Remember, we are all connected. We are all one consciousness, every single one of us right now. You guys are connected to me as I am connected to you. But specifically when you've been in a close relationship with someone, that connection can sometimes seem quite strong. And you've probably noticed that you guys end up thinking the same sort of things or finishing off each other's sentences. That thought transference, that energy connect, it's just a bit more pronounced. And so if you believe in the theory of quantum entanglement, where two particles have been entangled together, no matter the distance of separation, what happens to one will affect the other. And so you can be sure that if you're having these positive thoughts about the relationship and your SP, then things are going to be working in your favor. Like with myself, like with my clients, of course, we start off in that state of desperation. And so a lot of the times it is about, or it is always about, working on self. If you had a bad relationship with this person, like I did with my very first SP that I've shared this story a lot of in my YouTube so far, very, very turbulent relationship, drug abuse, cheating, stealing, you name it. He was not an ideal person. It became worse over the years. But I revised a lot of the horrible stuff that happened between us so that for me, it was a place of positivity, of love and harmony. And I really emphasized all the wonderful memories that we had, seeing him when he was well and when he was good, and also believing that he can do that again, but he's going to be even better this time, sending him this love and positive energy, healing my wounds from childhood regarding abandonment issues, regarding issues with low self-esteem, low self-worth, which we all struggle with to a point as well. And a lot of my clients, we've had to delve in deep into this. Now, it's not necessary to do deep dive inner work in order to manifest a desire. If you can get to a a point of belief and conviction that yes, this specific person is coming back, yes, we are rekindling, then that will still manifest without all this deeper dive work and perhaps revision and dealing with childhood traumas. However, will they come back missing you? Will they come back showing up in the way that you want them to show up? Or are they going to come back reflecting the old story, and the same issues that broke the relationship down in the first place are going to happen again? This tends to be a problem for a lot of us. This is why shifting state and really remaining quite comfortable, confident, and strong in that new state is important. So with my SP journeys, all of them, same with my clients who have had success, we delved into all of this and dealt with these issues and worked on building up that self-esteem, dealing with those old limiting beliefs so that we could reduce resistance, and just thinking, yeah, you know, every time I'm thinking of you, and I'm thinking of you positively, like I say, not from lack, but positive about this outcome, you're thinking of me. You see, I knew, and I get my clients as well, to know and learn about themselves, their self-worth, their accomplishments to this point. What have you achieved? Why are you such a wonderful catch? I actually listed out the attributes of why I was such a wonderful catch. Because remember, people will never forget how you made them feel. And if you made that person feel great and you were supportive, loving, committed, dedicated, had a really good time, they're never going to forget that. So I would think of that, I would amplify that in my mind, thinking to myself, well, you know what? Even though you've moved on, or even though you said you didn't love me, or even though we've been separated for a while, even though we had this terrible, tumultuous breakdown, I'm thinking about you in this positive light. You'll be feeding off that energy. You'll be thinking about me. I'm seeing things that remind me of you. Therefore, you will also be seeing the same, your end as well. I was very confident about that. I wasn't just confident in the fact that my ex would come back. I mean, the reason I was so confident in the fact that SP was going to come back, in the fact that all of my SPs were going to come to me or be in a relationship with me, was because I knew that self-worth, and I knew all the things that I have to offer in a relationship that make me a good catch, that make me desirable, that make me unforgettable. Why are you unforgettable to this person? Listed out. Why would you be unforgettable to any person? Why is any person lucky to be in your energy field, to know you, to love you? Why are they worthy of your time? This isn't about being arrogant and conceited, but just about knowing and appreciating how far you've come, how strong a character you are. We're too busy and we're too eager to put ourselves down, even if you're doing it in a joking way, which we do sometimes as well. Just remember, your unconscious mind is taking note of everything you are saying. So even if you're degrading yourself and you're joking and being jovial about it, well, you're saying those kind of things because there's an element of insecurity there and maybe an element of truth. You're putting yourself down. This isn't the way to be. Know your self-worth and be confident in it. And the way you can do that even more so as well is reflect back on the old relationship, on how you made that person feel, on all the wonderful things that they said to you, and really amplify that in your mind. You know, they said I was unforgettable. They said they loved me dearly and I was the one, and various things. Well, you know what? That energy doesn't go anywhere. Okay, it's changed, it's shifted, because perhaps I had some insecurity, some self-esteem issues, paranoids, whatever it might be. I had some resistance here to this commitment. Something wasn't working out. I've managed to push this away, or I stopped it from turning into a relationship, whatever your situation might be, because it might not necessarily be an ex for all of you. But whatever it is, we've put this barrier up to receiving this manifestation. And so it is about knowing your self-worth and reveling in it. Okay, so write it down. What are your successes and achievements? And what are you going to do? Your new self-concept, this new version of you that has everything. What else can you work on? I was working on a glow up within myself. I was working on changing my physical appearance, working on feeling better about myself within, learning a new skill, taking up a new hobby, making new friends, being really sociable, getting out there, feeling really confident. Suddenly they're feeding off that. And then they start to get curious because they're having more dreams about you. Yes, I have heard this when they come back. Yeah, I miss you. I couldn't stop thinking about you. Or I'm having dreams about you. Or I was seeing things that reminded me of you. Visions. In some cases, I had a couple of SPs come back saying they saw some visions. I mean, one of them thought he was hallucinating. He doesn't believe in anything spiritual at all. He likes to call himself a logical person, yet somehow he saw a vision of me in the park and he thought it was me, and then he looked and he looked again and it was gone. And then he was just like, I just couldn't get you out of my mind, and I had to reach out. Well, I knew he couldn't get me out of my mind because I knew I had a lot to offer. I knew I'd made him feel wonderful. I was unforgettable. That's what it's all about. It's all about yourself and what kind of state you're putting them in relation to you. What do you think they're thinking about you? Because a lot of us will apply these negative meanings to, well, they left me, so they must hate me. Well, we had a horrible breakup, so they're probably just reflecting on that. Well, they've got a third party, so they've forgotten me. What are you thinking? Where is your focus and belief? Those kind of thoughts is not coming from someone who knows their worth, who knows their energy, their confidence, who is worthy of being in a wonderful relationship. So have a think about that. Where is your focus? Start to make yourself feel good. Give yourself evidence, because your conscious mind needs evidence. That ego mind, in order to get out of your way, in order for it to seep into your unconscious mind, in order for you to truly believe and embody that they miss you, they love you, they're thinking about you, because you believe it, because you know your worth, because you know what a great person you were in that relationship. Give your mind the evidence that it needs. Well, they did say this to me in the past, and all these wonderful things that they said they felt, and all the laughs that we had, and everything they've said, and all the stuff they gifted me with, and all the stuff that other people say to me, and other guys and girls that come up and reflect wonderful things about my self-concept. And actually, not only have I achieved this, that, and the other, but I am achieving and looking to achieve this, that, and the other. And so I'm only getting better. And so they're going to feed off that. Not only am I improving with my confidence and dealing with my past issues as well, so I don't bring that baggage into the new relationship, they're also going to come back shifting, changing, and reflecting it back to me. And they don't really understand what has happened at this point. They just know that they can't stop thinking about you, that they miss you, until it gets to that level of, well, I can't hold it anymore. I have to get in touch. That's what my SPs, all of my SPs have done, and have reiterated the same sort of thing. Not once in my journey have I ever affirmed. You will see coaches that will say to you, affirm that they miss me, that I am unforgettable, that they love me, they are obsessed with me, all this stuff about obsessed. I've never, and I can say truly that I've never done a single affirmation for any of my manifestations, be it SP, house, car, health, money, don't care what it was. I never affirmed once, because to me personally, spouting off empty words, even if I do it repetitively like a parrot on repeat, is not going to seep into my unconscious mind. I've studied hypnosis and how language works in the mind. If you do it in a state of meditation, a state of hypnosis, that's different, that's better. But I would go deeper into my visual act, into that state akin to sleep, to allow it to seep in. And then I would do this conscious work on giving myself evidence and proof of my self-worth, and how I was glowing up and growing up and changing and developing into a better, more rounded individual, giving myself all this evidence as well. So conscious mind is like, yes, I'm satisfied. You truly are a catch. You truly are unforgettable. That now becomes my inner belief. And I just had an intuitive knowing. Have you ever had that, where you just come to peace with, I just know they're thinking about me. I just know they miss me. Not a single affirmation for any of these. And I say to most of my clients not to bother with affirmations as well. And they have the same sort of success, where they come back saying, oh my God, the SP's come back. He's like a different person. And he's doing all these romantic gestures now towards me, which he never did before. Like I said, I'm going to share more of their success stories, so you'll see the kind of things that SPs have been doing when they've returned, how they are acting completely different to what they did before. It's based on you, your assumptions, your belief, knowing your self-worth. Where are you putting your energy? Where are you putting your focus? Those are the important things there. So that's how you become unforgettable, missable, putting a spell on them, whatever it might be. That's how it is. You just know your self-worth. So I really hope that this video helped you guys. I'm sending you loads and loads of love. You are wonderful. You're amazing. Know it. Own it. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. And they will reflect this back. They cannot stop thinking about you, I promise. Sending you loads of love, and see you all in the next video.